What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. Hey, Screw Face then dropped the new track, Document 80. Hip Hop wins Drake's response. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Man, so yes, with the fact that Drake lost this lawsuit, which we kind of all knew that he was, but it was kind of scary because with things nowadays, it's just like, I don't know, it'd be some random ass shit. I'm still tripping out how P. Diddy got less years than Tory Lanez type of thing. Like sometimes certain things just doesn't make sense. Um, but yes, it's been crazy. I haven't talked about it because certain subject matters, though I'm in the hip hop world, I make hip hop, I look at it in different things like that. If I'm not going to say something, if I'm gonna like regurgitate some of the same stuff that I might have seen another creator, say, then I don't feel the need. Maybe, y'all like me covering those particular type of things. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. But, it's like so many people, react and respond and different things like that. Sometimes I like to sit back and not be the person delivering as far as certain aspects um when there's already an abundance amount. Now if I find a angle that I see maybe someone else had missed or no one else, then yeah, I think I'll bring it up. But with all that being said, Drake is cooked. And so I reacted to Screw's other track with this when it was first going on, and he was, in it as far as like his channel, several other reaction channels and different things like that. So I'm always inspired by and admire the fact that Screwface, like he would knock a track out. It'll be relevant and no one could be like, oh, well, he's trying to chase cloud, da 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 da. He's literally in the lawsuit. So if anyone was, if anybody is able to make some sort of response and different things like that justifiably, it would be Screw. You know what I mean? And he's a rapper. So that's why it's just one of those things where a lot of people would sit up there and be like, they forget what they know Screw as far as like on a grand scale with reactions, but he's an artist. He is a rapper. I don't even know the full scale, but just what people have told me, what I've researched, what I've heard him talk about in general, he's a rapper. I would say he's a rapper before YouTube. YouTube's just it's a passion, but also what's paying the bills, so to speak. Because of just how large he is. So let's see what Screw has to say. Is it gonna be 3 beat sweet cheese? He's picking some dope beats.
Look. The only thing I ever had in this world's my word and my balls. So I cannot be faking a fucking breaker for y'all. These rumors of collusion can be abusing and scarred. There's no way I was that stupid, this shit confusing and odd. You went against the culture and lost, the culture you lost. Now you gotta save face when you face the culture you cross. I feel sorry for this nigga because he culturally lost. But sorry nigga, I can't watch you rip his culture apart. I'll make illusions of collusion, eluding I can't be bought. Or losing to having lawyers and stooges removing art. I ain't the reason you ain't looking as hot, it ain't my fault. You a Karen, if you really wanna know, talk to your boss. Matter of fact, you gotta talk to your people, them niggas lost. For almost 2 years, a losing battle they fought, they got PT.
And the thing is that, yeah, like I said, Screw has a reason to react. That's why he's just all like these delusions of collusion and different things like that. To basically, Screw saying like to assume and to think and to put me in this lawsuit and think that I was paid for, that I could be bought on that aspect. I'm not me, basically. Like it shows the level, and it's just like in Screw's response to be like, I'm not gonna let you, because what's interesting is the perspective of a reactor who's also a rapper. I think that's why like I like reacting to stuff because I get to give my perspective from both angles. And as the reactor who's sitting up there reacted to the battle, reacted to everything, that's going on as far as with this, and to know that this was not no bots, no different things like that. Cause I'm sitting up there while it's happening, the YouTubers sitting up there looking at the social media posts on X, on Instagram, different things like that. This was not a manufactured thing. Drake lost fair and square. Like he was in the wrong weight class by a long shot, and then for him to turn around and be this hip hop Karen and sue for this stuff and to lose, it's just all like, yo, this culture has given you everything that you have, yet this is your response to it. And it's like not every like I'm not saying, it's obligated because a lot of people will put that out there, and say what an artist should or shouldn't do, how they should, like when they say, oh well, you're an artist, you should be aware of, the fact that kids listen to it, da, 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 da. I have no control over that, like, so there's certain things, but in this aspect, with out of his own mouth and his own actions, it's just wild to see. It's wild to see. So screw it, right?
SD like niggas who went to war. I swear niggas hear that song and get visions of Vietnam like
Yeah.
wah 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 wah. Hip hop is free again. Now where's this red button and when is it turning on? It seems like every time that you press it, you only bomb. How far away from Mike is you, nigga? Only one shit. 40 songs later, how far? Still only one? Now you can.
Yo, he's getting them with this. He's getting them this because it's right. I keep on hearing about this so-called red button, but every time the so-called red button gets pressed, he's the one that gets bombed. It's like someone rerouted that joint, and it was supposed to go off in LA, and someone rerouted that joint, and it blew up in his Toronto mansion. You know what I mean? Like. And him talking about the whole Michael Jackson line, and Wonder Way, and he's all like, "Yeah, you still there?" Like, yeah, it ain't happening. Let me bring that back a little bit. That was dope.
Far away from Mike is you, nigga. Only one shit. 40 songs later, how far? Still only one? Now you can look at me and now listen cause you a star, or see it as a fact of exactly where you are. What rise must fall from the dirt to the Lord, and there are no exceptions, just examples to the law. What if that nigga asked for repentance? Bitch, nah, shit. Find forgiveness in one of them 6 gods. Sad story, damn Rory. Shit, ma. Guess he wasn't doing this for niggas after all. Guess he wasn't doing this for niggas that are small. Nigga, if he won, he wouldn't be doing this at all. Lost so much respect and we'll never forget that shit was whack. He gon' need that fucking thing from Men in Black to get it back. Told you I ain't Stephen Colbert. He tried to give me axe. Jimmy tried to cancel.
Yo, he said that thing from Men in Black. Basically, you gonna have to erase everybody's memories because, yo, that was dope. That was dope.
Like Jimmy, but now Kimmel back. You need to back off him before I need a max coffin. Need a max wins cause you been taking max losses. Wah, 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 wah. Hip hop is free again. I knew when he put my name in it, he was a stupid cat. It's time to sit down for a while, Jimmy. You used to that. Cause you don't even know who you are no more. The music trash. Is you Skepta? Is you The Weeknd? Or is you Super Cat? Is you Yachty? Is you Quentin Miller or that Future Cat? Oh, I get it. 6 God, cause 6 niggas influenced that. Tupac strikes again. Ironically, it was Tupac that got you bit. Apparently, you can't tell someone to call you sick, then turn around and try to sue when niggas call you sick. We call that bitch in the culture, we call that a win. But to be real in the culture, we call that a sin. Stop barking, my friend. He a fed and the cops are his can. Stop talking to him, cause he's the officer calling you in. But then talk about Rob Markman, it's marketing man. You the mark of the beast. See the God but to fall for his sin. Wah, 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 wah.
Mark and the Beast. 666.
Hip hop is free again. Where we go from here, nigga? To the grand beard, nigga. Three-toed sloth looking, light-skinned weird, nigga. White man, the time the Iceman is near, nigga. Just how many victim coaches we about to hear, nigga? Yeah, you try to smear niggas, and now we here, nigga. You know this case is finna change your whole career, nigga. I know you embarrassed, nigga. Shit, I'm there with you. I just don't think your name is gonna be striking fair, nigga. Niggas moonwalking, you was too big to think it. Shit, niggas jumped ship when the Titanic started sinking. Now niggas need healing, niggas tweeting their feelings. Niggas realizing they was on the side with the villain. Santa Claus ain't real, these niggas is really children. Niggas done got the news and now niggas done got the switching. Niggas done got the bitching like niggas was never with them. Niggas done got the snitching before they raided the building. Niggas got in the room, ate the sandwich and got the spilling. Now niggas see that he wrong, man, these niggas is really pigeons. Why am I saying niggas so much when I be spitting? Cause I heard you like to count them up while you listen. You losing someone who loved you, cause nigga we don't trust you.
Hey, that was a what's the dirt thing. How many times did he say it? Come on, what's the dirt? How many times did he say it? That's why it's dope. That's why I feel like I know some people are saying hip hop is stale right now. Hip hop is, X, Y, and Z. Everything always goes through like an evolution, and this is just where we're at in evolution. But what the interesting thing that I'm seeing is that with different layers of perspective, there's more angles, more things you're able to do, more that a song is able to be. This was packed full of little things, you know what I mean? And hearing this, that's why I said the perspective of a reactor that's also a rapper, this gives the ability for him to be able to reference certain things and also being a fan, which is kind of like, like the ultimate react. Like it's I think that's what reactors ultimately are. I know some would be like, oh, some only do it for X, Y, and Z. I don't react to anything that I'm not interested in. And so like something about it got my interest. So it's just like I said, it's very interesting. Like everything he's talking about and the people that he's referencing and specific things. That's why like I chuckle on certain lines because I'm just all like, oh, okay, okay, okay. You know what I mean? That's dope. Like everything, the him going to the different six gods and the six different reference ways, the mark of the beast, this little nugget, it's just all like, you won't know if you weren't there and looking at this unfold and looking at what's the dirt and that whole thing that happened and the back and forth as far as the Scru act. And that's why he can be able to say certain things because he's literally in that. And it's like when people mention them, it's just like, oh, this is a golden opportunity, and not to be like an opportunity. I think sometimes opportunists gets put in the wrong type of thing because it's just all like, okay, so if you don't see an opportunity that like someone just gave you an alley-oop, like Drake having those reactors in that, Screw just happened to also be a rapper. That was an alley-oop for him. You know what I mean? That's why he could tie this stuff to Drake. Because literally he was mentioning that other people, they could talk about it and be like, oh, Drake may be in the lawsuit, da 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 da. But Screw is able to take it the step further. And that's why this hits a different way to me because I understand. I'm just all like, this is fire. Like, you know what I mean? This is dope.
Fuck, dude, you about to be the uncle in the club soon. And I know that the club cool. I go to the club too. Sometimes it's enough, dude. I swear that growing up's cool. No more barrettes, they not a flex. Yuck, dude. No more Billies, no more Millies, no more Bellas. Trust Screw. Every girl that's in your world should be like 30 plus too. And nigga, that's a must too. That's something you can't confuse. What you gotta just accept is that you not the greatest. You done went from celebrated, now your ass is tolerated. Sounding like you ovulating. Serena should beat your ass. Said he studied battle rap. Must have fell asleep in class. When did sumo become curriculum? Let me speak to Black. Shake my hand. I bet 100 grand he wouldn't agree with that. Fuck it, let me speak to math. ARP, we need you back. Hold up, let me speak to Smack. Where are all the teachers at?
He said you study battle rap. You must have fell asleep in class. Seriously, that's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar. This was before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So no, I think I have yapped my way all throughout this. I'm not gonna go crazy at the end, but this was really, really cool. I like the setup. I like the fact that yeah, hip hop wins in this, and I despise people like, oh, since Drake has missing, the game ain't been the same. It's not like Drake has been doing extraordinary stuff these last couple of years. You know what I mean? So I don't know what people talk about. There's plenty of dope stuff happening in hip hop. But yeah, this was dope. This is facts. Hip hop wins. But hey, so let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's Mr. Composition and MC that writes fiction. Back at it with another reaction. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.